That is about as far as I get in my little stage magic genre. But anyway, what's good, peeps? It's your boy, Eduard Todor. And today we're going to be reacting to Rob Lake on America's Got Talent. Been recommended. I saw this. People recommended it. So let's take a look.
To get started, I need the help of a bunch of adults from the audience. If you want to come up and help me out, catch a Frisbee right now.
Alright, the classic Frisbee in the crowd.
If you have a Frisbee, hold it up high, stand up, walk down, check it over here.
I like that. That's some Darren Brown
and Heidi,
type shit.
Yes. Would you mind joining me on stage?
Sure.
Excellent. Coming up. And Tyra, would you mind coming out as well?
I like how he just this part's just speedy, you know, he's not taking ages.
Right this way, Heidi.
Then again, it's very heavily
Nice
edited,
to meet you.
so we don't know how long that took.
So I have challenged myself to create real magic. We have lots of eyewitnesses, people from all around the theater chosen at random, and we also have a live video camera. Everybody say hello. And to make this even more impossible, I'm going to leave the theater. I'm going to remove myself completely from the equation.
Interesting,
But first,
he's doing one of these things.
I'm going to take a selfie with Simon. Got it. Don't worry, I'll tag you. You see, I want to leave the theater. This way, no one could think I'm trying to fool the people on stage, make it even more impossible. So for all of you on stage, you have to listen carefully for my instructions so the magic might work.
Okay, interesting. He's just going to gap the scene now. He's just going to run.
All right, by a round of applause, let me know that you can all still hear me in the theater. Very good. Right now, we are going to give all of the volunteers on stage a tour of the stage. You will notice in the middle of the stage we have a platform. Feel free to bang on the platform and check it out as you walk by.
Good, good.
Heidi and Tyra, I'd like you to please go on top of the platform. And when you get to the top, please do not move, stay where you are.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Interesting.
We need another person in the back. It will be your job to watch from behind. And I need one more person below the platform, watching and witnessing this as it happens from below.
His tonality seems a little bit...
Now, my assistants are going to bring out a curtain. Heidi and Tyra, go ahead and hold onto the curtain, and do not let go. Now remember, we have people watching this from all possible angles in every direction. The circumstances are physically impossible for an illusion. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Drop the curtain!
That's crazy. That's insane. The illusion itself was next level. As soon as he started talking outside of the theater, in my head I was already like, he's not there anymore. He's not, you know, that was, I don't want to give too much away, but, you know, there was at one point where he was obviously no longer there. Now, how he actually got back is very interesting. And that table, man, that's all I'm saying. That table, how did he get... So, yeah, it's... Again, I don't want to... This is not about discussing the theory or anything, but if I had to give a kind of a educated guess, I guess, let's just say that table seats a lot of people, you know? But I still don't understand how he got anywhere near the table, or how he, managed to orchestrate the whole thing. Now, the only thing I can say, like, kind of, it just didn't feel as good, was his, like, the way he was speaking. He's speaking kind of matter-of-factly and not really hyping up the performance, and I felt like that was a little bit lacking, but the effect itself spoke for, like, you know what I mean, when you can do that, it doesn't really matter how you sound or what you do. I mean, maybe it even shines the light on the magic more. Oops, I hit the mic. Shines the light on the magic more as opposed to, you know, putting all the emphasis on the presentation. So, you know, you could argue both ways. I think he could kind of have a bit more flair on stage, but then again, you know, everyone has their own style, and if it works for you, it works for you. So I'm not too sure, you know, it's hard to really say, but Yeah, I like when magicians work with technology and they try to introduce this idea, like these ideas that we all know, like kind of streaming and video, and that's why I think a lot, a lot of the magicians that I kind of look up to integrate that a lot. I think one of the greatest card tricks of all time is double exposure by R.C. Wind. And why? I don't know how to say his name properly, but for the same reason, he utilizes technology in an impromptu, basically sleight of hand card trick, which is amazing. And in the same way, in this, right, it's another way of getting locked up in a box, disappearing, and going somewhere else. But instead, the lock is all mental. It's like you can see him walk out the door, you can see the video, he's clearly walking with a video, and it's just another way of doing it. But I think it's a much more updated version, which is really, really cool. It's not often that you see kind of new concepts in illusions and big stage illusions. A lot of the stuff is kind of the same thing over and over again, but with a different flair or a different presentation. This guy kind of added his own modernized version of it, which is really, really awesome. But anyway, that's about it. That's all I kind of have to say about this. It fooled me for sure. I have a few ideas, but it fooled me as in terms of the mechanism, in terms of the actual execution. But yeah, that was actually really, really cool. I want to see what he does next. He seems to be a really creative illusionist. I don't, I'm not a big fan of illusion, like big stage illusions. I don't follow a lot of big stage illusionists, but this guy is actually, he's apart from the whole, he doesn't seem to hype up the performance that much, but that might be just his style. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video, do leave a like. Helps me out a lot. Share this with your friends if they want to, if you think they would enjoy it. And yeah, as always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!